What was the next match?
The next was RK Bro versus Street Profits.
With the appearance by the Migos. I thought they was going to perform. So, the event was in Atlanta. So, you bring out the hometown group. I would have thought that they would have came out with the Street Profits.
Yeah.
Seeing that they're called the Street Profits.
Yeah.
And they're very hip hop in their look and their style. But seeing them with RK Bro, they weren't out of place with that either. I thought that was a good touch. And good for WWE to try to bring in the more youthful crowd by inviting the Migos there on day one. But you can sense and feel the future of RK Bro when they implode that they're going to wrestle. I don't know if it's going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be at SummerSlam. But now I'm hoping that they just really ride this all the way.
Me too.
I've seen Randy Orton do everything except for something. I mean, with a rated RKO is different from RK Bro.
Yeah, he's having fun.
And it looks like it.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, like I said, I've seen Randy Orton do everything. Randy Orton has wrestled just about everybody on the roster that's Absolutely. Not new or that's not green or that's not been in had a stint in NXT. This right here really keeps him young. Not that he's old, but it's just because he's still the Viper, but it's not the same old Viper.
Right.
Like Randy Orton is really literally, if you wanted to say if somebody wanted to make an argument that he's the best wrestler on any promotion, any active wrestler, I would say Jim Ross actually said that or made that hint. And I didn't think about it until now. I'm just like, you know what? You can make an argument for that.
You could. You definitely could. And the thing is with Randy, he's done it all, seen it all, and we're coming up to Royal Rumble in St. Louis, his hometown. And there's speculation he could win it for a third time. I hope not. We've seen him with Mania. Give it to somebody else. But this, like I said, he's having fun. And a happy Randy Orton is a motivated Randy Orton. And he does his best work this way. Now, this isn't like show-stopping stuff, but it's always entertaining. It's consistent. And he's giving back to the younger. He's elevating everyone he's in the ring with, including Matt Riddle, which is a huge thing. Because Matt Riddle has a lot of potential. And being under Randy Orton's learning tree, that's going to come out.
Yeah.
But what we're getting out of Randy Orton right now as a face is basically what I feel is what CM Punk is doing over in AEW.
Okay.
They're very similar. They're at the same level, I feel. I always will feel that Punk is up at that top echelon. But they're at the same level where they're not concerned with topping the card or, being the spotlight. They're just happy with a place. They're giving back in a positive way, and they're doing good, consistent work that will lead to them when you want to pluck them up from, this part and say, hey, we need you in a main event slot. Boom, it's believable and it makes sense. So I think nothing bad of it. The only thing I think bad is what you were saying is the fucking, I hate when you have two unlikely tag team partners that end up working together and make magic, and then it's the mega powers collide and they explode. Like that, it's just been done so many times. So if they lose, they lose. I hope it's like they lose. Hey man, I'm going to go my way. I'm going to go your way. I don't want to see a feud with them. I really don't. I hope they don't do that because obviously Randy would have to be the heel. So
it's inevitable. It's inevitable.
You think so? I think they might avoid it.
It's inevitably going to happen. But I want to ask you this. I want you to speak on your opinions of the Street Profits. Right now, for the listeners that can't see, you're drinking out of a red cup.
Yeah, but it's water. Yep. I love them. I love the Street Profits. I didn't realize just by reading this that technically they were the heels tonight.
That's different. I mean, Montez Ford has been, more aggressive lately.
Right.
So, we can point that out, but it's still booked as a babyface.
Yeah, so, team. I mean, I always am a fan of, two faces and two heels going against each other. I don't go with the conventional, heel must go against a face, and I don't believe in that. I think good wrestling comes from what you pair it up with.
But then, hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, even though I clearly just did.
Yeah.
But, so if you have two baby faces wrestling and one of the baby faces works as a heel, does that serve as a temporary turn?
Yeah, of course. It serves as a turn for the match, which happens because you'll get two really popular faces that inevitably one is more popular, whether it's slightly or whatever, more popular than the other. Like you had Rock Hogan at WrestleMania 18.
No, because Hogan was the heel going in that match. You had Hogan Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6. That was your baby.
Okay, yeah, you're right. But I mean, Rock Hogan, they turned into both faces that match. Okay, no, I got you. You're right. But anyways, so the Street Profits, they have a lot of potential. They're always entertaining. They've been really good in even the shit that they were given backstage during the pandemic. They made it somewhat watchable. Like they do well. And Montez Ford is so underrated. Like I've really opened my eyes to him, seeing him in singles matches. I see big things for him, and I hope there's big things for him. But this was great. You know, you just was looking for the inevitable out of nowhere. You're like, okay, where is it going to come? Where is the out of nowhere going to come? Yeah. And we were talking about the best Rolodex of out of nowheres, the RKOs that we could think of, and there's way too many to count. But you know, tonight wasn't one of them, but it was definitely good.
Yeah,
Randy is so good at tweaking things just enough to stay fresh. He doesn't have to go reinvent the wheel and become a different persona. He just tweaks little things and makes little changes. The Van Dyke, goatee or whatever, But like he hits the RKO different now. It's not like he was when he was younger, hitting it like he would jump up and his body would go completely level out like a ruler and then drop. Now it's like a snap down. But it's exciting. It's still good. I thought, my personal view, I thought the Street Profits should have won this, but they kept it on RK Bro, which is probably the more, pragmatic way to go into a big pay-per-view coming up.
I think what was really telling is anytime, typically, when the WWE invites a special guest, music guest, Hollywood guest.
Oh, wow, that's a good point.
The wrestler or wrestlers that they accompany,
I never
typically will be victorious.
You're right,
because it always leads to that Polaroid celebration.
Yeah, you're right. Even if it's a heel that they were there for, like what's it called, Rollins with John, what's his name from the Daily Show?
Oh, not Stewart, right?
Yeah, Jon Stewart. There you go.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, so no, that's something I never even thought of until now, that, the guest who comes out with the wrestler, that's the team that's going to win. But that held true tonight. And it was good. It was like the opener, but we could have switched both of these. They could have switched the RK Bro with the Usos and the New Day. But I still think pound for pound, the New Day versus the Usos was a better match in my eyes. Agree. But this was good. This was nothing wrong. I gave it a 2.5.
And I rated it a 2.5. I'm assuming. Right?
You rated it a 2.
A 2. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The like I said, like I didn't want to give that the same rating as the Usos and the New Day.
Right.
So like I said, like both teams and they dance well together. Street Profits are really good.
They're really
good. Dawkins is. He's the big powerhouse of the team,
and he's improving a lot.
He's the Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Yes, and, that's a great comparison.
But the crazy thing is, I wouldn't call it's like Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Shawn Michaels.
Okay, yeah, because you won't call it Bret Hart.
I
feel you.
Yeah, because Montez Ford isn't not the technician as Bret.
No,
but he's athletic like
Michaels,
like HBK.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah, that's I'm gonna stick with it. 2 count for me.
2 count. Okay.
Are you staying with yours?
I'm gonna, because I gave the opener a 2.5. I got to give this a 2 count too. Like I got to change it from a 2.5 to a 2 because the opener was better. And this is a strong 2, but it's not as strong as the opener. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
And fans and people listening, that is the art of persuasion.
Yeah.